everybody? Grego here, The Strive to Survive, thestrivettosurvive.com, the s2s.com. Check out the website. I am here at the eye doctor with the wife. Brought her up here to have her checkout done. And I'm just sitting here watching them kind of shuffle people in. Now, the people that come to this place, a lot of them are in really bad shape. Most of them can barely walk. A lot of them people had to have somebody bring them, and they need assistance going in and out of the building. And they're locking and unlocking the door, letting people in and out. Now, this is not an issue for us, but for, I would say, at least 50% of the clientele that come to this place, and we've been coming here for a couple of years now, or longer actually, but for most of the people that come in and out of this place, this is a real inconvenience. And it's funny to me that little small mom and pop places, eye doctors, small doctors' offices, that type of thing, are having to do these crazy things and curbside service and all this other stuff. But yet you can go to Walmart, 100,000 people walking in and out of the joint, all throughout the store, touching, sneezing, coughing, hacking, pissing, shitting, and everything else, all over everything. But in little small stores or, businesses, you have to go through all these stupid, rules and regulations, and everybody wearing a mask. I've seen people going in and out of Walmart and other big box stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, you name it. If it's a big place, ain't nobody wearing a mask, ain't nobody doing anything. And I don't believe wearing a mask is helping anybody either. As a matter of fact, I believe all this shit's fake. And at least about 90% of it, it's basically the flu that's been rebranded. Good job to the media for doing an excellent job of rebranding the flu. But anyway, as I said, the statistics and the numbers don't add up here in the United States because we made it a monetary bonus to say that someone died or had the COVID-19 symptoms whenever they passed away or whenever they checked into the hospital. The list of symptoms, if you would like to Google it, is very, very long. And so if you display any of these, which most people would that ever went to a hospital or died from anything, would exhibit most of one or two of the symptoms, at least, of the long list that are symptoms that you may have contracted the COVID-19 virus, China virus, whatever you want to call it, hoax virus, flu rebranded. Like I said, honestly, my real true opinion about it is this, and this is just my opinion. I have no documentation or proof, otherwise I don't have to. It's just what I believe. You can believe it or choose to agree or not to agree. I don't care either way. But honestly, if you see them close Walmart, if you see them close big box stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, the big, huge corporations that got all the money. If you see them change hours on those stores, now a lot of the Walmarts did change their hours. They just stopped being open 24 hours because they were getting their ass kicked by Amazon. That's the only reason they did that. And they also did that so they could lay a lot of people off. So don't be thinking that they did that for you, because they didn't. Those some bitches don't care about you or me or anybody else. All they care about is that money. So, and I'm sure it's the same with Amazon because they ain't closed down. So anyway, like I said, if you see them close one of those stores, if you see them truly affected by this for other reasons for their own financial gain, then you should be worried. And until you see that happening, I wouldn't worry about it. Because you can't tell me that it makes a difference for 20 people that come to a local eye doctor to be shuffled in and out like cows or a herd of cattle. In and out, people sitting in their cars, vehicle running like I'm doing now with the air conditioner on. It's 85 degrees here in Meridian, Mississippi. And people are having to sit in their cars to wait to go inside a building. That makes no difference whatsoever to the COVID virus. It don't matter if you're sitting in your car It don't matter if you're inside a building. The virus don't care if it even exists. It doesn't matter if you're outside. It doesn't matter if you're at the lake. It doesn't matter if it's a holiday. It don't care. It don't care if you're wearing a mask. It don't care if you're at Walmart, and it don't care if you're at the local eye doctor. These people seem to have found a way to demonize and make something scary that is an inanimate object. If this virus exists, which I highly doubt at this point, but if it did truly exist, it doesn't care who you are or where you're at whenever it gets inside your body. It doesn't care what you're doing. It doesn't care what you're wearing. It doesn't care what rules and regulations you follow. There are no rules and regulations for this stuff. I mean, to me, it's just a bunch of horse shit to get people to jump through hoops and basically be a bunch of sheep. They're herding you like sheep. They're getting you used to being conditioned to mind what they tell you to do. That's all it is. And, thank God I don't own any type of local business, or I would be having a complete duck about this. I would be complaining and screaming at the top of my lungs if I owned a local business or, a brick and mortar store anywhere that they were restricting because of this stuff, because it's just absolutely ridiculous that, we were at Walmart or Sam's Club. I take that back. We were at Sam's Club last week. I took the wife up there, and she just went inside because I refused to wear a mask. And they still make you wear a mask to go into that one, because if you try to go in, there's like a person at the door that says, you got to wear a mask. I don't wear a mask. I ain't wearing a mask. If COVID-19 is going to take me out, I'm going out on my terms, not on it. And I'm not following their stupid rules. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they do. I ain't doing it. But anyway, I sit in the truck while she went inside, kind of like I'm doing now. But they're restricting the amount of people that's coming in and out of the eye doctor, so just so you know. But anyway, there was at least, I would say, just a real modest estimate, 500 people at the Sam's Club on the day that we were there. And it was right after everybody got paid. She's a teacher. She gets paid once a month. And everybody had gotten paid in the last couple of days. So there were a lot of people there. A lot of people stocking up on a lot of different things. And we went very, very shortly after she received her check. And so there were a lot of people there. And like I said, that's a real modest estimate. It's probably closer to 1,000, but I'm just going to say 500 for sake of argument. So if 500 people are all in the same building at the same time, then this Sam's Club is not actually that huge. Actually, the Walmart Supercenter that is in Meridian, of course, there's actually 2 Walmart Supercenters in Meridian, Mississippi, but both of them are larger than the Sam's Club. So let's just say 500 people are in the same building, walking and coughing, sneezing, using the restrooms, whatever. Like I said, if you see them start to target those places and tell those places that they need to close down, then you can truly be scared that there's a danger of some type of virus that could possibly harm you and or your family. Now, I understand everybody takes precautions, and we've even taken precautions. There's nothing wrong with taking precautions, being smart about things, and just being cautious. But you get into what is real and what is not real. And the fact that, 1,000 people are allowed to go running through one building, and you can't let but 25 or 50 people into another building is just asinine. It makes no sense whatsoever. And the reason why is because they're playing favorites. They're playing favorites to the big box boys and these big chain stores who basically give them all their money. And that's all it is. Like I said, Walmart did change the hours from being open 24 hours, but that was just because they were getting their butt kicked by Amazon. So, don't believe the hype use your head, think about this a little bit before, you make a decision on, whether you're going to do whatever it is you're going to do. Now, I decided to make this video because I'm seeing a real lack of real, honest, open, opinionated videos from other survival channels. Really, really disappointed in the survival community. A lot of the bigger, especially some of the larger survival channels that are on YouTube. And I'm not talking about the smaller guys that I support and follow. I'm talking about like the big boys that get 100,000 views, within, the first 12 hours of uploading a video. And one of them that I used to follow religiously, a guy, and I'm not going to get into calling names or name dropping or anything else, but a really, really big popular channel at one time, especially years ago. And this guy was telling now I didn't actually watch the video, but the title of the video was "What Preppers Should Hoard," and that's just a really, really complete, desperate, almost. I really don't even know. I'm trying to find the right word for it. Dishonorable way to make a video and put a video out there just to try to get views. Now, I know that this person at one time had signed up with one of these big conglomerates that like split out your videos and they pay you so much and all this other stuff, and it's just a bunch of hooey, if you ask me, because you lose control of your own content. As a creator, man, that's all you've got. And I think a lot of these guys who have sold out to these huge corporate companies have, they're figuring it out now, and I'm sure he's probably figuring that out too. But that was really, truly disappointing. A lot of survival channels aren't discussing this. A lot of survival channels are dodging a bullet on it, and I understand. It's you can get political with it real quick. I'm not a real political person, but things are what they are, folks. We have to pay attention to literally everything that's going on right now. We have to be realistic about everything that's going on right now, and our situational awareness has to be on 11 right now. I'm looking at these. They've got people lined up outside in this heat in the southeast United States. Sun's just out glaring right now. It's actually just now going behind a cloud. And these people are having to stand outside to get in to see a night doctor. This is insane. I mean, they really need to get to work on this. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you, they better be glad my wife's not having to stand out there, because I would be pitching a friggin' fit. I mean, that's ridiculous that they're doing this. I mean, guys, you have to understand, some of these people are in their 80s. I mean, some of these people, they're not like us. I mean, we're relatively healthy. My wife, with the exception of having really bad eyes. I mean, this is just ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, you guys, please stay safe. Please stay awake. Please stay aware of what's going on. Be realistic about what you're consuming, what you're paying attention to, and the things that you're not paying attention to. And like I said, just please stay safe. And if you haven't already, make sure that you have secured some type of defense for you and your family. So I'm going to cut it short. The wife's coming out, and we will catch you in the next video. Y'all be cool.